remember this is like yesterday. I'm 7 years old. I walk down the steps. I look up and I see this. I see the fire escape ladder. And I'm looking up and I was scared. You know, my mom's looking out the window and I'm scared. I'm saying, well, what do I do with this? So I remember going on the sidewalk, turning around, and I shot it. I shot the ball. Well, I didn't know I was shooting. I threw the ball. I don't know what it did, but it was exciting. It was like, well, I want to get this ball between the two rungs. My name is Dave Garaban, and this is the Lower East Side of Manhattan. This is where I grew up, 106 Madison Street, and that was my apartment, apartment 2A. And I'm standing underneath my first hoop. Yes, let's not think I'm crazy, but this was my first hoop where I took my first shot. Now, a lot of kids, you know, their first hoop is in the park, the driveway, and the gym. Not me. My first hoop here was this ladder. I had a green and white basketball, and after playing with it and trying to figure out what to do with it, I took a look up one day, and I'm standing on that sidewalk, and I look up, and I start throwing it up there. And after a while, it started going through. Now, I didn't know I was playing basketball. I didn't know that this was called shooting. To me, it was a 7-year-old kid having a good time. So yes, this was my first hoop. This is where it all began. This is where it all happened. People would walk up and down Madison Street and they would say to me, "What are you doing?" And I would say to them, "I'm playing basketball." And they would look at me and say, "Well, where are you playing basketball?" And I would say, "Well, I'm shooting into the rim." And it might be funny to you, it might be funny to a lot of people, but to me, it's who I am. It defined me as a person. Looking back on it, you know, if you really think about it, it wasn't, you know, school's important, you know, a lot of things are important, but what was important to me was a green and white basketball and my first hoop, which just happens to be the ladder off a fire escape. And I'm 7 years old, I'm playing here every day, you know, my mom's letting me play. I don't see a real basketball court till I'm 9 years old. 9 years old was the first time I saw a rim, I saw a backboard, I saw lines, and I had no clue what to do. This stoop, this fire escape, my first hoop would define the person that I am today. My first best friend in this country was because of playing basketball and playing here, shooting into the fire escape. This is my court. This is where I was. This is my home. Good stuff. You see now? I'm getting my touch back. I'm 7 years old again. I'm on Madison Street, and the ball's coming right back to me. And I got my stroke now. I'm feeling it.